We are live,
What's
kids.
tea, kids? And welcome back, honey. Raina Teas, I'm back at it once again. Welcome to our channel. Welcome back, our fabulous, lovely
Yeah.
supporters. Yes, girl. And as
Yes.
you girls already know, we will be leaving contact information down in the description box for the Raina Teas Big Cartel Bark Box, honey. The
That's
Bang and the Love
right.
box, as well as you guys can contact us for personal one-on-one readings
Yes.
and
Yes.
spell work.
Spell
So
work.
tonight, sus,
Child.
bitch, we got some tea for you girls, honey. Let me tell you what's going on with so many of us, girl, out here chasing and trying to fix these broken times, girl. Sus.
Girl, I cannot.
Why are we always trying to fix somebody, sus? Like, ask yourself that, bitch. You listening right now, ho? Are you trying to fix somebody in your life? Bitch, that's not your problem. Are you trying to eradicate someone's 20, 30 years plus of pain and hate and neglect and drama, bitterness and resentment? Are you trying to take so much of that on your shoulders? Because there's a lot of you girls out here really striving hard to be back with these broken ass narcissist types. And I get it. I mean, we get it, sis, because bitch, we got the story times, honey. And bitch, we gonna do your story time too, sis. I keep teasing the girls about coming up with your Pisces teas, because bitch, we have to give that tea. You ain't gonna get away from it.
I still gotta think about that one.
You ain't getting away with that one, honey. We got, especially when the girls get the tea of what happened after you went in and slayed his ass. But anyway, not to pull the cookies from the cupboard just yet. Yeah, so this has just been over the course of working with a lot of you guys, doing readings for a lot of you guys, taking on work for a lot of you guys, and just really seeing the same pattern over and over again with, you know, these you guys wanting so much to be back with these toxic, broken ass people. And honestly, from an outside perspective, look, bitch, and as we say this, girl, like we said, we know because we were there. But we also reach a point of evolving and not going back into that space and repeating the same mistake. You know what I'm saying? Some of you girls now we don't talk to, it's like this is an ongoing cycle. And at some point, you guys are going to have to face the insanity of going back and wanting to be with that trash. You know, it's literally you throwing a fit and a tantrum because you want to go roll back in the dumpster. Go roll back in this trash ass situation with this trash ass energy and this trash ass man or woman in your life. So what do you think about this, sis? Like what's the real deal here, bitch?
I mean, with people like this, I feel like they do have nurturing energy inside of them, but they need to redirect that energy inward. I feel like a lot of times people want to heal others when they need to be taking time and heal themselves, because clearly you are seeking this person out. You know what I'm saying? You're seeking this person out. You want them in your life. And
so what void are you trying to fill?
Exactly. What void are you trying to fill? You know, so I feel like this seeking out this person to want to change them, to want them to be this image that you want them to be, you know, you need to redirect that energy into yourself and change something about yourself, you know, and progressing yourself. Because a lot of times, a lot of people that heal these or that try to heal these broken people are in a better position than the person that they're healing. You know, a lot of times it's people who are their nurturers, they have better jobs, they tend to be doing more with their life, but this person who needs so much from them tends to take energy and drain them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, imagine how much greater you could be if you redirected that energy that this leech, this astral parasite is taking from you, because it needs so much attention from you. It needs to fuck up your vibe, and you know, have you thinking about them all the time, and focusing on them, and giving money to them, and giving energy to them, and you know, it's never good enough for them, and they're always complaining, always trying to drag you into some drama in their life. Okay, it's always your fault. So all of these things is taking energy from your heart, and they're pulling it, and you know, so it's like, imagine if you could redirect that back into yourself, how much more you could be doing in your life to better yourself and attracting better people who aren't going to need to drain you of your life force, because that's really what's happening when you allow this type of person into your life, that you're always trying to do the most in order to catch their attention, to impress them, to keep them around. um, you know, that is spiritual energy that they're draining from you. Okay, and not only are they draining it from you, but they're also draining it from other people.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
So,
and I feel like it has to come a point where, and I feel many of you who will reach that point and still fight against the process of hitting that. It's funny, we had a reading just the other day, and we were talking to this girl. It's like, at some point you reach this cognitive dissonance where you just can't even like fool the funk anymore. You know the type of person that you're dealing with, and even though the emotions are there and the memories are there, and you want to see the good in them, and you do recognize their good qualities and the good days and the days that they are nice or, you know, slightly affectionate to you and all these things, but that can't be, you know, the seven of chalices, as they say. You know, that can't be the projection. That can't be the aloof daydream that you stay in, because you don't want to face the truth on what type of person you're dealing with. You know, it's like that old saying goes: when a person walk out of your life, bitch, let the door close behind them.
But some people don't want to do that. They want to run out and pull them back.
Well, let's get on the reading, honey, because I feel like these cards need to get some of y'all girls together too. So we're gonna do a reading tonight.
Yes.
And I've also drawn some cards too, but my sister's gonna lead the reading, and I'll just see if we matching up. Number one, and
yeah. So let's see what the spirits have to say about you know, this trend going on with so many people right now, with not being able to let the toxic person go, the constant going back, the constant back and forth, because you know the narcissist will always come back.
Yes, it
will always come around, but it's up to you to finally close that door. So it's like, why are so many of you so intent on having these people in your lives? What are you getting out of it? Are you enjoying the drainage?
It's intoxicating. It's a drug. It's that hormonal release. When they come, they've been gone and you've been so miserable. Oh my God, you've been missing them. Oh my God. And then they give you just a little breadcrumb, bitch, a little bit of that high, and you're right back on cloud nine. But you best believe that crash is gonna come right around the corner. You know, it's like a junkie will tell you, bitch, ain't nothing like that first hit. Ain't nothing like that first hit. And the reason they become junkies is because they're always chasing that first hit. A lot of you girls are addicts for these narcissistic, parasitic types, and they have their leeches and their hooks in you. Okay? And we've been doing a lot of videos lately, at least the last couple of videos that we have done have been about redirecting that energy back towards self-love and self-value, and having the mindset of abundance versus scarcity and things like that, you know. And bitch, I got some tea for y'all girls too, honey. Not only did Miss Taurus and Trinkle Spirit X, honey, did she come back, girl? The one, I don't know if you girls have watched the video, so bitch, here's the tea. So the one that I told you that we parted ways that after a year, you know, he came back. Okay, I saw him again, and this one that I was talking to 4 years ago, bitch, the Sagittarius, 4 years ago from London, bitch, came back. Okay, but that's another video I'm gonna give you girls. Okay, I'll probably do that video tomorrow and give you girls, because it's so funny, you know, how when they come back. And it's interesting because I think the London one, I know for sure he's a narcissist too. The Taurus is a motherfucking narcissist. And like I said about the Pisces, he's just not in the right place to really give anyone anything in a relationship. But I do understand the throes of going back into it, and it was at least healthy. You know what I'm saying? At least what he and I had was healthy. So it wasn't like I was being abused or neglected. It just was like, for us, it wasn't the right time. So we're in a place of just taking it slow and being steady and not rushing. But he also has to come to understand the definement of what it means to like really have a solid, stable relationship, because it's like it just can't be built off of love and hormones and emotions and, oh my God, I miss you, oh my God, come back, oh my God, I can't be without you. Like that's not enough. Those things are bred off of fear, okay? Not abundance, scarcity, not abundance. So sis,
Yes.
you got the cards for the girls?
Yes, we do.
What you
I don't know. You know, the layout. Let's see what it's about, because you know it's a little. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
So the first card is the Ace of Swords.
A lot of you girls need to cut through the bullshit. Okay, a lot of you girls really need. The swords in tarot represents the mind, the logic, the rationale, the reasoning, you know, like that, the truth.
Yeah.
The truth, you know, like ain't nothing as more cold and more apparent and more real and more solid than the motherfucking truth. Even if we don't like it, even if it hurts, even if it's like all that. It's like a lot of you girls, this card is saying a lot of you girls need to face the reality about what it is that you're dealing with. You know, a lot of you girls need to cut through these clouds and these daydreams and these, you know, whimsical, oh my God, why remember when he did this and he did that and he was speaking. Well, is he doing it now or no? You know, that's the real question. You know, so I think you guys also posing these type of questions to yourself and constantly reminding yourself, and also seeking information, because swords also represents information and how we process and internalize. Seeking the right counsel, seeking the right sort of whether you're reading up or you're listening to us or listening to other, you know, readers or gurus or whatever you want to call it, like make sure you're aligning yourself and internalizing the right healthy information for where you need to be to progress forward and move ahead. So what are you seeing, sis?
I absolutely agree with you. I feel like this Ace of Swords, you know, it is about, like you said, building that mental fortitude, okay, about knowing what
I love that word, fortitude, bitch. Yes.
Knowing the facts, knowing what is right, standing in your truth. Because a lot of times with these narcissists, even though you know what the truth is, you still bend to them and you let them win. You know,
and the sword does not bend, honey.
Yeah, the sword does not bend. So I feel like this is about you. It's like enough is enough, you know, and knowing when enough is enough, and having that mental thing where it's like, okay, he or she is gaslighting you, you know, and you knowing this, and knowing that you deserve better, knowing that you deserve to be with someone who respects you and who actually loves you, and isn't abusing you, you know. So I feel like this Ace of Swords is, you have to know the truth for yourself. Okay, you have to build it. If you want to over here just continue ignoring the signs, ignoring everything that this person is doing to you, and you just want to live in the chalices and the emotions, you know, and just ignore everything, then that's on you. But the spirits right here, they're saying you need to build that mental strength and that will and build your mind and know when no is no. Like when are you gonna be done? You have to come to that decision. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing with the Ace of Swords.
Sickening stuff.
So the next card is the Six of Wands.
And this goes into what my sister was saying earlier. You had touched on something of how much greater we could be, how much, like, the Six of Swords, I'm sorry, the Six of Wands. Wands represents accolades, accomplishments, vigor, life, vitality, the ego, the drive. Like, the Suit of Wands in tarot tells the story of aspirations and coming into success, coming into one's own independence and individuality in the world, and making a stand for yourself. You know, like, a lot of us, yes, in this card too, it is about receiving accolades and, you know, recognizing your deeds and stuff. But at the end of the day too, we can't depend on people to give us value. We can't depend on people to recognize how special we are or how good of a part. Because, you know, I hear a lot of times in some of these conversations, like, you know, I was so good to him, and or I was like the best to her, and, you know, I did all this. Anytime she called me, man, I was there, and anytime she needed something, I was always there. But look, did they value that shit? You know, when it was you that needed them, did they come? Okay, when you was sick, when you was tired, when you ain't had no money, when you didn't want to lay in the bed with them that night, was it okay? Did they say, all right, that's cool, you know, okay, baby, that's cool. Like, we could, you know, whatever, I'll give you your space. I'll give you the time and space that you need. No, they was focused on themselves. They threw the hissy fit. They threw the tantrum. They gave you the silent treatment. They blocked your number. Okay, they cursed you the fuck out and called you all type of dogs and did you know, all type of saying all type of things to you, diminishing your value.
Girl.
And we said this in another video. Like, don't be giving people y'all power like that. To have that to shake you like that. You know, that's too much. What are you seeing with this card,
girl? You said it all, honey. We can move on to the next one, girl. So, the next card is the King of Swords.
So, child. So, if you don't get it by now, honey, then you fucking with the wrong two witches, bitch, okay? The King of Swords energy, she comes right after the Ace of Swords. And dealing with this masculine energy, and it's not to say that men can't be silly or in their feelings and stuff like that, or that they're just the epitome of making always smart decisions. But at least when we look at the archetypes in tarot, and also pair it with the Queen too, because the Queen of Swords too, she's sharp and she's about that mental clarity. She's not clouded by her emotions, but definitely in this masculine energy, he's more about will his next move benefit him? You know, like, fuck all this other shit. Fuck all this riffraff. Fuck all this back and forth and these cycles of abuse that you girls are enjoying and getting the thrill off of. And when they come back and they pipe you down or they ride you out, you know, in the car or in the back, y'all meet up for a hookup and all that. Fuck all that. Like, what is there to gain after that? Are they coming back? Are they talking about reestablishing a formal relationship? Are they talking about, goals and aspirations for the future, but for a unison or household? You have to be skeptical of people, even when people are selling you dreams. And that's one thing about the King of Swords. Like, he cuts through dreams. And even when you approach him, he kind of has this demeanor about him that's like, you're not even gonna try it. Like when you go to the King of Swords, like, you come in straight, because he already giving you in his face. He didn't even have to say nothing. He's giving you in his mug and in his spirit, like, you're not gonna play me. And just be mindful of the way people talk to you. I will give a little side story, but I don't want to, because I don't want to just hear from the reading, but let's just say, you know, like in my experience, like I can peep game. You know, I can peep when someone's like trying to gas me up. And I can also peep when someone's trying to gaslight me or deter me from my mental conviction. And this is another thing represented by the King of Swords too. Like, it's not to say that he can't be swayed towards compromise, but he knows, like, he stands truth in his conviction towards. It's like an old saying, you know, you can sway on compromise, but you can compromise upon flaws, but you shouldn't compromise on principles. You know, so if someone's doing something that's just completely against your principles, your core principles, what you need in a relationship, what you need in a partnership, you know, they want to, even if they try to talk you into it, you know, because these narcissists, they're good. They'll talk you into motherfucking wanting to have threesomes with other people and wanting to bring this person in the bedroom. They'll literally talk you into, like, allowing them to have another motherfucking partner. You know what I'm saying? They over here just living it up, and you're like, no. Set those boundaries for yourself. So that's my tea with her. What are you feeling like with this card, sis?
With this card, I feel like this is what you girls need to be. You girls need to possess this energy inside of you and channel the King of Swords energy to cut through the bullshit. I feel like so far in the reading, you know, you got these two swords cards. They're telling you girls that you got to get your mental up. You got to face the truth. You got to stop being as emotional and as caring for these narcissists, okay? You gotta stop giving a fuck. You gotta face the fucking truth. This motherfucker don't want your ass. He really don't want to marry you. He don't want to live with you, okay? He doesn't want to have kids with you. He don't want nothing to do with you but nut up in you when he feels like it, okay? And any little thing that you do that he don't like, his ass is gonna go off on you and call you everything but a child of God. Okay? Have you over here fucked up, got your whole mind tore up, don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? No, the King of Swords is clarity. Cutting through the fucking bullshit and knowing that you're not putting up with this fuck shit. Like, this motherfucker's out his goddamn mind talking like this. Are you fucking kidding me right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's dead ass wrong. And I know this. And I'm gonna act accordingly. Okay? But a lot of y'all like to go back. And we can go on to the next card, which is the Eight of Wands.
I think this card is saying that a lot of you girls have done the cycle before. You've gone back, you know, because the Eight of Swords is about rush.
Oh, I'm sorry, the Eight of Wands.
Eight of Wands. Okay. So the Eight of Wands, and, you know, I'm seeing a pattern here. You know, we had swords, then wands, swords, then wands. So wands, again, very much about the ego, very much about the identity, the confidence. I feel like a lot of you girls continue to go back because they've taken so much of your confidence. They were the one, because narcissists are very good at that. When they put you through that love bombing stage of making you feel so good, and y'all going out and they spending money or doing this and doing that, or they fucking you good and telling you all type of nasty shit up in your ear. Y'all know y'all be liking that shit, okay? Y'all know y'all be liking when they be coming through and riding you out. Okay, fish come through, she, you know, looking sexy for you, telling you that it's all yours and throwing it back. Okay, giving you everything and making you feel so special and like the one. They have, but to understand that they have calculated this, they have done this to so many people that this is who they are. They go through the same routine with every new person. They put on the same show, the same mask, the same performance, only to later reveal themselves. So I feel like you know, when you guys are in that mode or in that moment of that heavy love bombing and romanticized phase, that's when they begin to build you up only to watch you crash. You know, they build the pedestal that they put you on, and you stand up there, and they just come through like the tower card, bitch, just bam, and you know, just slam into the whole foundation of what it is, and then you guys come crumbling down. Don't know, you sprawled out all in the rubble and shit, got bricks all over you, like what the hell that happened? You know, disoriented, and you guys constantly seek reaching that place again. So the Eight of Wands is about trajectory. It is about having directions and aspirations. So with that card, I say make sure your aspirations and your directions and the time. We don't have a lot of time here, girl. It'd be over in the blink of an eye. Some of the girls are not even here accounted for, bitch. Not even made it to 25. Not even made it to their first quarter of life. And you over here want to waste your time, bitch, chasing after some abusive, you know, mind game fuckery, some jigsaw motherfucker, you know, some sociopath and some narcissist. Spend your energy wisely and productively. Okay, that's what I'm picking up with this card. Is the message for the girls.
Yeah. Well, with this card, what I saw, I was channeling, and I also picked up with this card that a lot of people, y'all have like picked up your whole lives for these people, and like, you know, moved, you know, for these people. You have like done things like taken out of your life for this person. You know what I'm saying? Like you have done things like to change your whole life just for this person, but they would not do it for you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of y'all in the past, a lot of y'all have done a lot of things. You have just sacrificed and been real extra to show your loyalty to this person, to show that you love this person, and for nothing. That doesn't matter to them.
Wow.
You know? So the next card is the Two of Chalices.
For the recent past?
Yeah.
Well, what do you see?
I mean, with this card,
what do you see?
Because there is a connection there, you know? The Two of Chalices, you know, this is an emotional card, and it is about, it can symbolize in my deck the perfect couple. So it's like a lot of times y'all are yin and yang, you know? They're toxic and you're the healer. So it's like y'all just have this cycle, the circle. It's an eternal just circle of just energies of that light and dark just swirling around for all of eternity. Y'all just, you know, because you got a little bit of it in you too now, because you attracted that motherfucker, okay? You brought him into your life, so you do have a little tinge of that, just like he has a little tinge of you, and that's where y'all connect. That's the holes where the etheric cords go in and out of. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So this Two of Chalices is picking up on y'all connection, because yes, y'all do have a connection. You and this person, this narcissist, there is a connection. Y'all been fucking, you know, you've been letting this motherfucker nut all up in you, okay? All up in your waters, okay? And all of that. So I feel like this Two of Chalices is definitely showing that. A lot of times it be opposites attracting too. Like a lot of times, you know, the narcissist is in a lesser position than you. You know what I'm saying? But they somehow make you feel like you're less than.
You're less. Don't they though? Don't they, sis? And that's the power dynamic. It will always be a power dynamic. And I want people to also understand a lot of karmic soul ties and things like that. We're not supposed to keep all of them. You know, you become enmeshed with this narcissist. It's not this beautiful old fairy tale. Oh, this is my soulmate. I feel like this person's my soulmate. And I mean, it's not that. It's not supposed to be romanticized, especially if the person's toxic like that, and you guys are going through this yin and yang power struggle. You know, you constantly trying to love them, and they're running away from you, but yet at the same time trying to chase your tail in to siphon energy from you. You know, it's a sick cycle. And even though with this card, it does represent the emotion and like my sister said, like a beautiful couple and just all that, it does have its darkness to it too, you know, and it is a watery card. So I think with so many other influences from the spirit saying, you know, being in your logic and being in your confidence, maybe this is also saying, you know, the waters is not what you can afford right now because it's not healthy for you guys, bitch. And that's what I'm seeing, honey, with her, Miss Two of Chalices,
so
girl.
The next card is the Four of Chalices.
What are you feeling with her, sis?
Well, the Four of Chalices, this is about like a toxic relationship, honey.
Yes.
The Four of Chalices is somebody who takes and leaves nothing. They spill all the waters. They say, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody drinking shit. That type of person that will leave you like, huh? Like, you know, no, this is the person that they will throw you under the bus. This person will take from you, okay, and leave nothing behind.
That's all they know how to do.
Yes,
it's
and
being
never be
a place
happy. They'll never be content. Nothing you bring them, it's okay. Nothing. They will always have their arms folded, like, nope, I don't give a fuck. That type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And you're over here trying to please and be there for them. But it's a draining, toxic relationship. That is the future. That's what will always happen. Okay? You got to build that sword fortitude, that sword logical energy. Because this person is hurting you emotionally. You're over here spilling cups. You're over here bring them the chalice. You're bringing them the emotion. Here's my damn, you know, like, here's my damn heart.
Here's my soul, bitch.
Here's my soul. You know what I'm saying? And they're looking the other way. Like, no. I don't want it. It's not good enough. Over here trying to prove yourself to this motherfucker. And giving him all of you? Or giving her all of you? No. Enough is enough. You gotta know that. So
I think that was perfect, bitch. Perfect.
So the next card is the Page of Swords. So this Page of Swords, you know, because it is like a youngin. It's the youngin. So I feel like you do have it in you. You do have it in you to build that mental fortitude. You know what time it is. You know.
A lot of you girls are picking it up. Yes, picking up the sword, you know, going back to the Ace of Sword. The Ace and the Page, you know, they're both about beginnings. They're both about recognizing, like you said, that fortitude and seeing it there. Now you just have to wield it strong enough.
The goal of destiny is the King of Swords. So it's like,
so that's what you girls have to become. You're the Page right now.
But you're recognizing it. Keep building. And it's funny because in the illustration, the Page of Swords, it's a statue holding a wooden sword. So you got the wooden sword, sis, but you got to make her metal, girl. And the Ace of Swords is showing the person building a sword. So you got to build that sword, sis, and so you can sit with her and become the King of Swords, okay? So right now, yeah, that sword, she's a little weak right now, but you got to work on her.
And you get better with practice. You know what? Eventually, y'all asses are gonna get enough. They're gonna drag you. These narcissist type, they don't change.
Yeah.
They don't change even when they get into new relationships with these other people and they bragging and posting online and doing all this extra shit. That's still the same bitch or person that was in that relationship with you, talking to you all kind of way, wasn't happy, ungrateful, doing little, you know, insidious shit. You know, them narcissists, they are very insidious. Like, they sit there and calculate ways to vindictively get back at you and even if you do, and sometimes it's like they say, you don't even know you did something. You know, they might have called you, and let's say, you know, you was at work or whatever, and you let the phone go to voicemail or whatever. You couldn't get back to them right away, but you know, 20 minutes later, 15 minutes later, you try to call them back. The motherfuckers will go missing the whole day. Like, won't, bitch, phone dead, muted, you know, block your number sometimes all day, sometimes days.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're like, what the fuck did I do? Like, what happened? You know,
Right.
they just send you for that dizzying disorientation.
Yes.
Leaving you sprawled. And it's like, eventually y'all hoes are gonna get enough. Eventually it's gonna be like, it's too much. Yeah. We all reach that breaking point.
Yeah. So the next card is the High Priestess.
Bitch, and the High Priestess is here for me too, bitch.
Yes.
The High Priestess, and also to make mention, the Lover's card is here. The Emperor reverse, okay. The Eight of Chalices reverse, and the High Priestess is the top row that I'm looking at. And this is all kind of saying to me, you know, a lot of you girls are caught up. You know, there's a lack of control. That Emperor reverse, a lack of control. The Lover's card, that bond that my sister was talking about with the Two of Chalices, it's here. You know, she's showing. It's on an astral level as well. The Eight of Chalices reverse, this card is about walking away, knowing when enough is enough. You know, reaching that emotional maturity to say, okay, this no longer serves me, and walking away. And the High Priestess is about spiritual truths as well. So what are you seeing with the High Priestess, sis?
And with the High Priestess, it's about knowing the truth. That logic, okay, listening to the universe. Listening to your voice, your inner voice telling you what the fuck is wrong. You know what is wrong. You know that person is wrong. You know what they did to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta listen to you have to. That's the only way you're gonna ever like become this King of Swords, is by listening. Because right now your sword is made out of wood. Like it's easy to break. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this person has been manipulating you, your mind, because you're weak for them, because you'll do anything for them. But you got to realize you're listening to this video for a reason, okay? You're here for a reason now. You know what I'm saying? We're talking to you. Are you ready or not? Because you already know the truth. The High Priestess is saying you already know the fucking truth.
You already know what time it is.
You already know what time it is. So get it together, girl or boy, because you know what you're into. You know what you're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the next card is the Inner Emotion. And I feel like it's kind of giving, you know, well, I'm going to just say it. It's the Hermit card. And I feel like with this Hermit card, I feel like a lot of y'all are scared to be alone. A lot of y'all are afraid of being by yourselves and growing old alone. And, you know, being jaded and feeling like, oh, I can't trust nobody else. All I can think about is this person. And this is, you know, who I'm supposed to be with and all of this shit. And, you know, you just can't fathom being alone. I feel like a lot of y'all don't want to be alone. You know what I'm saying? But it's something that you're going to have to embrace and accept, is being alone. You have to heal, you know, like, for you to not want to be alone, or you being afraid of to be alone, that's a problem, okay?
That is a problem.
That is a issue that you have to work out, and you have to take, because in the beginning I said you need to direct your energy to yourself. So a lot of y'all need to redirect this energy to yourselves, and the Hermit card is picking up on that. A lot of y'all need some time alone, to journey alone, to rediscover yourself, to know your worth, know your truth, know your goal in life, the path that you must follow. Because, I mean, you came in this world by yourself. You know, you have a mission here to accomplish alone, okay, that you have to do, you know, and you have latched on to this toxic psychic parasite that's draining you and diverting you from the path you need to be on. So I feel like a lot of y'all need to remember where the fuck y'all came from, okay? And realize that you do have a mission, you have a path in this life. And the Hermit card as the inner emotion is saying that you will have to be alone. You know, you will have to take some time alone to yourself and get to know yourself and love yourself. That's the only way that you are going to heal from this person. You know, it's like a detox. It's kind of like
Yes.
when you are going into rehab. A lot of y'all need spiritual rehab when it comes to these toxic relationships, because you are, yeah, you're also benefit, not that you're benefiting, you're getting something out of this toxic thing that you're so latched on, like, you know. So that's what I'm seeing with this Hermit card, y'all. I don't want to keep on going on about it, but
Yes, bitch. With the Hermit, I definitely agree with everything that you said. I also want to add to it, like how you were touching on that fear of being alone. I feel like also too, a lot of you girls have some inner soul traumas as well, and it's only gonna take through soul searching for you guys to bring, because in the Hermit card, at least the right away, you know, he has that light and he's in the middle of the dark, you know, so he's in a way navigating his own like path through the darkness, you know. And I feel like because so many of us, we grow up in those bad memories that we have from childhood, you know, people neglecting us, the first heartbreak, this person cheating on us, all those type of things, we tend to like to suppress them by distracting ourselves with other people, having other relationships, having other romantic partners, having other friendship, you know, just getting into things, whether it's addictions with gambling or money, anything. Those things only show you that you are running from something. You know, you're going to have to eventually stop running. You cannot outrun your own shadow. You can never outrun your own shadow. The shadow's always going to be there. So eventually you have to turn around and you have to look that motherfucker in you know, in this dark, bitch, the abysmal eyes that are yours, and say, I love you. I embrace you. I am sorry that that happened to you, but I forgive you and them. Not to say, oh, I forgive them to let them back in, but I forgive them to not hold on to and bottle that sort of resentment, you know, and to liberate myself and be free from that. You know, you don't want, because I know a lot of times it could be, for some of us, it can be either hate the narcissist and want to do all this. And okay, bitch, yeah, the girl, slay them, honey, slay them, but make sure, you know, it's like, talking about my Untitled Spirit ex, like I could have still been in the place of resenting him and hating him. I don't even like, bitch. I don't even care. You know, I saw this motherfucker. I sat across from his ass, bitch. Was at his house, everything. You know what I'm saying? And it was like I wasn't compelled to feel. You know, though I remembered. It's like they say. It's like my sister say, honey. Trust is like a mirror, honey. You can fix that motherfucker, but you will always see the cracks. Okay, so that's like the swords cards, the swords, the ace and the king and the page. Like, let the testimony be that you overcame that, but it does not define you. It does not hold you back. It does not, you know, you're not gonna let this person reshape your idea of relationships or what you feel that you deserve, bitch, or the value that you need to have for yourself. No, let them carry that shit on their own, bitch. You need to be the hermit and get back into introspection and focusing on yourself. So that is what I see for her, honey. And what is the final result, bitch?
The final result is the 7 of Pentacles.
Yes. Okay. So with the 7 of Pentacles, this shows you that Pentacles represent earth, you know, time, material, the physical plane. And in the 7, this farmer, this gardener, if you want to call him, he's planted these seeds, and we see the sprouts of his fruit. You know, the seeds are out, they sprouted, you know, they bore fruit, but they're not quite ripe yet. They're just about getting to the time of harvest. And I think this card is saying to a lot of you girls, don't rush it. You know, there will be no immediate. There's no go-arounds, bitch. There's no loopholes, bitch. There's nothing but to go through it. Yes, it's gonna suck. Yes, you're gonna be compelled to want to be with this motherfucker. You're gonna feel all these emotions. You're gonna feel that resentment. We're not saying don't feel those things. We're not saying, oh, that those things don't validate your experience, or they're, you know, you shouldn't have them validate your experience. We're saying that there should always be progression. There should always be progress in your healing and towards your self-actualization, your self-improvement, and your self-awareness. You know, just all that evolutionary. We're sent here to evolve. We're sent here to constantly change, grow, and evolve. And if you do not grow, you die. If those plants in the Seven of Pentacles don't grow, if he doesn't keep tending to them and making sure they're healthy, they got enough water, you know, this is his body in a way. This is a manifestation of himself in a way. If he doesn't nurture that, he will remain stuck and stagnant, and he will die, or he won't receive the abundance or the blessing of his fruits. What are you seeing, sis, with Miss Seven?
I feel like it's, you know, reaping the rewards, waiting, and finally reaping the rewards. You know, it's gonna be tough, but you will get better. You will see positive results out of this. You will start seeing the benefits of not having this person in your life.
Absolutely.
And you're gonna be happier. You're gonna be having more money. Okay, you're gonna be just, yeah, your energy is gonna be better. You're gonna be in a different, better place, you know. So it is a good, like, the future, the goal or destiny, and the final results, they're all positive. You know, I feel like a lot of y'all want to change, and I feel like a lot of y'all are going to, because the reading did not, you know, give negative as far as, like, you know, being stuck in that cycle. It does give, you know, like evolution and resolving this, and you know, growing for yourself. So it does look like a lot of y'all are going to overcome this, and are going to become that King of Swords energy, and are going to know how to cut the bullshit, okay, and focus on yourself, and you have your own goals, your own dreams that you're trying to grow and nurture. Not have this person over here tearing you down and distracting you every chance that they get, because honestly, they don't want you to be successful. They don't want you to be better than them. They don't want you to have other things going on in your life to distract you from being around them. You know what I'm saying? So, like, your best self will never be around this person. So this Seven of Pentacles energy is saying that just wait. It's gonna come. Your best self, all of these dreams, all these aspirations, all these things that you can do now that you couldn't do when you were with them, it's gonna be accomplished. Just give it time.
Absolutely, bitch. And how about that? So let us know, kids, in the comment section if this reading does resonate for you. Also, like we said before, if you want a personalized reading, reach out to us through rainatees@gmail.com, or purchase through our Big Cartel shop at what is it? rainatees/Big Cartel, or Big Cartel /
It's in the description box, girl.
Okay, well, she'll be down there, an easy click away.
Girl. Yes, she is.
Thank you guys so much, and we will see you in the next one.